Now, saying bye-bye to a sport you've been a part of for decades is definitely hard. And the last year, the last season, the last tournament becomes all the more nostalgic. It spurs you to give a final push, to end on a high, and add many laurels as you can to your career. That's what Liverpool and manager Jurgen Klopp would be feeling, would be sensing. Klopp has won 8 trophies with the club and is set to leave Anfield at the end of this season. It was momentarily emotional when he did make that announcement that this would be his last, but that changed quickly now as the players seem more motivated. That seems to be the underlying emotion. And going by the intensity Liverpool had been displaying or playing with, it looked like Jurgen Klopp might end his season with a quadruple. After all, not a quadruple with Champions League in it, but a quadruple with success in the Europa League. Their academy players were shining, competing against the top guns, even clinching the Carabao Cup against Chelsea despite injuries to their mainstays. But the past 3 weeks has brought a shift in the momentum. They lost in the FA Cup quarterfinals to Manchester United. So the quadruple dream ended right there. But that was only one trophy. A treble dream was still alive. But the recent draw against Manchester United again in the Premier League has put them in the second spot and has halted their surge to the top, giving Arsenal the edge over Liverpool here. And yesterday's Europa League defeat against Atalanta in the first leg of the quarterfinals has dented their chances of glory at the Europa League too. Atalanta, who are 6th in the Serie A points table, beat Liverpool 3-0, again where Liverpool were favourites to win. So a loss here is a little disheartening. And Jurgen Klopp is a hard taskmaster. He minced no words while criticising his side after the game last night.
All times it just was a really bad game. Oh my God. So we started well, really well, and then didn't continue. I think before they scored even, but we just lost the plot a little bit, like we were everywhere and nowhere. So midfield was spread like that, right midfielder, left side, left midfielder, strike, and was whoop. I didn't recognize it, that was really strange, but yeah, so that in football terms, that's tactical discipline. But anyhow, we had a big chance, I think, from Darwin, and then unlucky with Harvey. Then they scored a goal, and then we kept playing into their cards, to be honest, in their hands.
Now, it wasn't just the loss that frustrated the German, it was the way Liverpool lost. Despite having a 71% possession, Liverpool failed to dominate the game. They failed at being accurate enough, and the opposition managed to convert the chances better. Liverpool only have themselves to blame. They had a full squad with all their players fit and raring. And if this season has taught us anything, Liverpool can even play with their academy players and still win. So clearly, a loss with your full squad against a side like Atalanta definitely hits Liverpool hard. But does this mean their treble dream is over? Maybe not just yet. It's Liverpool we're talking about, the comeback kings. If anyone can really turn the tables from here on, it has to be Liverpool. Remember the 2019 Champions League semi-final against Barcelona, the same one where Alexander-Arnold took the corner quickly and Origi scored. Liverpool were trailing 3-0 after the first leg there as well. And in the second leg at Anfield, Liverpool scored 4 goals to qualify for the final, a tournament that they eventually won. So the Reds find themselves in a bit of a corner here as well. Instead of Champions League, it's the Europa League they are aiming for. And it's Jurgen Klopp's men who would be aiming to repeat that very feat. A task that seems impossible given the situation they find themselves in. But here's the thing. In this season alone, Liverpool have won 7 games after trailing. So they know what it takes to come out of the most uncomfortable positions and push for a win. And if that rests with one person, it will have to be the manager. He's at the center of this, the one man who can actually make the treble dream come true for the Reds. Jurgen Klopp's last season, and we love that story of nostalgia and poetic justice. Plus, the German would do anything to cement his legacy with Liverpool because he's the same man who took this very club to their first Premier League title, a league title after 30 years, near impossible, a Champions League title after 13 years, a historic achievement. The best often comes out roaring when the chips are down. That is what separates the best from the rest. And Jurgen Klopp's genius, coupled with the art of coming back, is what could make the difference to Liverpool's campaign at this point.